Greetings, everyone! Welcome to Records of Evil, a lawful evil D&D game. Of course, joining me is my amazing cast of characters, Worm, Jinx, and Bubblegum Viking, Jess. We are continuing where we left off, if you didn't join us. Our cult-building, Asmodean worshipping evil characters are making a deal with a bone naga, and that has taken them towards the jungles of Chult. Of course, in this modern version of Favor, the jungles of Chult is a little bit like the Amazon, a little bit like some like Brazil, except probably like different culturally, less Hispanic, more, I don't know. You're across from like a weird hybrid Europe, Middle East, which is what kind of Kalimport kind of figures out to, you know, or, you know, it's really hard to describe Kalimport. It's just such a strange culture in comparison to stuff we would recognize, but most would in these worlds, so, you know.
I would say Chult is kind of a mixture of, like South African and not South Africa as in the country, but like South African as in like the area, and like South America.
Yeah, I'd say that could be a little bit of it. Because it's a jungle that is in a weird location and the Toral map is supposed to be Earth. There are places where there would be an Amazon, or like there is. Actually, there really isn't like a like.
Well, Chult is supposed to basically be the Amazon.
With a little
just
bit,
like Kalimport is kind of supposed to be the Middle East.
But like, there is like an actual like more Middle Easterly place too. Is the weird thing.
There is that as well.
Was it Alcohin, where like the airships and stuff come from? Yeah.
Oh, we should get an airship.
I mean, those were like dirigibles, so they were slow moving, and there weren't that many of them. But you know, when there was only a few of them, they were okay for travel. They didn't go very high.
We can still have them, though.
Mm-hmm. You can also get planes. Or, like, some kind of beer-based blimp or something.
Oh, if we get a blimp, we can put, like, you know, our logo and our cult on it.
Cult blimp?
We can advertise from the sky.
Yes.
We'll be the first ones to advertise.
Of course. Cult advertising in the sky. This makes perfect sense. Yes. Yes. Anyway. So that's, we kind of left off where you had gone to the Green Triceratops, had tried some of the local drinks, and met with a ship captain who could ferry you up the River Olong.
Cult of the Ruby Eye, high in sky.
Phanchasm, a Chul ship captain who uses text-to-speech on a like cell phone to speak to people, because they don't have like vocal cords like we do. They probably make like gurgling noises and like hisses.
Does he have an eye patch or anything on one of his little stalks?
No, because you don't see eyes on him. They're like not very visible. He had a little captain's hat on.
Oh, I love it.
He had like some kind of like various types of like leathers, and like it's probably equivalent to like just some like protective clothing, like over across his back. And then like he's decorated with a number of things. It looks like maybe some things that are very tribal, hanging from his claws. In addition to having like what looks to be like on his right claw, like a chitin tattoo. He probably has to get that new. I don't know if Chul's shed, because they're an aberration. You know? But he's got like some kind of like little like tattoo kind of thing on his one claw.
Also, tattoos probably still work, because the whole point of them is that they get tattooed on. You probably have to get them tattooed like in between molts. But basically, the whole idea is you get them tattooed on dermis rather than the epidermis.
Yeah,
So that way,
So it's probably like on his soft when in between molts. You're probably right. That might be the way to do it. Get it like in the lower skin, and that way it probably looks cooler once he would molt, but it kind of you could still see it under the shell like normally too, kind of thing.
well, no, the idea is that like as he grows a shell, just as people grow and shed skin, the ink spreads onto it.
He is also some kind of horrible abomination, so I mean I have no idea like how if he molts at all.
If we cooked him in butter, would he still taste good?
No, he probably does never taste good.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
to
he
be fair,
doesn't look like he tastes good.
if something has a shell and it grows bigger, it has to molt. Now, maybe they don't molt when they reach after a certain age, but
Do Chules molt?
I hope someone has the answer to this.
oh, someone has the answer to it. The question is not whether
okay.
someone does.
Someone published in a Dragon magazine the ecology of the Chul. So.
Amazing.
Yup. I don't know where to find. Okay, they kind of talk about it there. We'll go through that later. But still, yeah. Do Chules molt? It actually something came up for it. Thanks Google. Thanks people. Anyway, why don't we check in
Answers
with...
will be found.
The answer's what we found. Why don't we check in with our villains and see how they're doing? I'm going to start with Vercel. How's Vercel doing?
She is fine. I mean, I guess she just wants to get into, I mean, yeah, she just wants to help this thing out and get what she wants and go.
Okay. We'll go clockwise. Jinx, how's Mishka doing?
Misha's fine. She's, kind of uncomfortable with everything that's going on. Like, she didn't really like those drinks. They were weird, and Dinosaur Guy was also kind of weird.
It's just been a day.
A lot of new things for her.
Just how's Therzy doing?
Oh, Thursday might be a little drunk right now.
Mm.
She did down 2 of those drinks, even after finding out there was shit in them.
Mm-hmm.
But quite frankly, she does not want to get on a boat with this thing. I don't want to drown somewhere.
Anyway, the captain will kind of have you over at the table where you kind of left off, and he will kind of click in things. He's like, Scrog, you finish arrangements. I will get the boat ready. And the troll will be like, Aye, aye, Captain! So, you want to go upriver, yes?
Oh, right, I forgot. I'm the face. For some reason.
We can't lie to this motherfucker.
Lake Luau, have you ever traveled through Chultian jungles before?
No, I have not.
I will look at maps, find you... where were you going? In a pyramid?
What was this place called?
The Shathis sect, and they had... You just know they had an ancient pyramid. You do not know the name of the ancient pyramid that they had taken over, like a temple. A pyramid temple kind of structure.
Yeah.
It's probably not like pyramid, but I managed the temple kind of in a pyramid-y structure because it's that kind of like, jungle pyramid thingy, temple thingy. Kind of a little bit like that.
Actually, so
Mayan
no, we were
temple
going
type
to Testel or Testiel, which you actually did give us the name of.
Oh,
that.
I did. Testiel.
Yeah.
Ah, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Notes.
I had them in my notes too. I just had to see which is which. I don't always note what my notes are. All right. Tomorrow morning, you will come aboard the Smirk and come with us.
Started to laugh and that caused me to cough. Okay.
You're welcome. The Smirk is a fine vessel. We'll take you upriver. Find out how far you need to go to get to Testiel. Excuse me. Did you say you are heading for Testiel? Up towards Lake Lira?
I look to see who's talking.
You don't see anyone. You're up at this, like, large table where the Chul the Troll were at. You know, you're probably, like, up on a stool or something. You're barely, like, you're probably, like, actually, like, not even sitting on it because you'd be below, like, no, you're sitting on, but you're, like, heads up to, like, the table, and you're like, hi.
Yeah.
Apologies. Down here, Mr. Troll, mate, do you believe your captain would have room for a professor going on some research journey and his crew? We are quite small. As you can see down there, there seems to be a gnome down there.
Mm-hmm.
He's a gnome dressed like you would have, like, those like, explorers. So it's got, like, the, you know, like, the khakis and, like, the little helmet and stuff, and he's got glasses on.
Well, we also have one additional passenger.
Probably the Smirk. It's a medium ship. Should be big enough for tiny men. And for larger women. And pet?
Large.
Large exotic
Large.
pet, yeah.
Exotic. Very exotic.
Fascinating! What kind of pet do you have? Why would you bring it to a jungle? Oh, apologies.
Ruin the surprise.
I'm just heading the same direction as you. I know you might have your own private reasons for heading up to the ruins and ancient civilizations deep within the jungle. If it comes up in conversation, it'll come up in conversation. I guess tomorrow morning I shall meet you all. Excellent. I walk into the first bar and find a boat right away. Belengar, you're the master of luck. Oh, yes, sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. Belengar Fiddlebrook, Professor Extraordinaire, Masters of Botany and Medical Sciences.
Is that Felingar or Velengar?
Felingar Fiddlebrook.
I like
I
it.
I can't stop imagining the dad from Tarzan.
Yes.
That but shorter. Yes, that but shorter.
Because, I mean, he's pretty short, but just a miniature version of him.
Absolutely. I love that.
Mm-hmm. No, that's canon now. That works. That's fine.
Yep.
That should describe it very well. Alright, so what are you going to do for the rest of the evening? You're meeting at the Churkle Smurg in the morning.
Yeah.
Look, when you're a Chult trying to name a ship, and you're, like, dictating it to someone...
It's just noise.
It's just noise.
Yeah.
I just figure it's something.
Right.
He wanted to be able to pronounce the name of his own ship.
It's like,
That's fair.
mm-hmm. I mean, this place is hopping with excitement. As, you know, there's lots of drinking sailors.
See, I'm just worried because like someone like was able to trick a troll and a Chult into like a Naga being. See, but a researcher might know that Nagas don't like yuan-ti.
But he was like a biologist or whatever. I don't know, botanicist. I can't say what it is.
Botanist.
Botanist. There we go.
Yeah, he
So
likes
maybe he
plant-
won't. He likes plants.
Maybe. He said he had something to do in the medical field as well.
Yeah.
He didn't say
So-
he was like a doctor, so.
Anyway, it'll be fine.
Yeah, man.
If not, we let him get eaten.
Exactly. Just let's like eat him.
Yep.
I mean, we're pretty much already letting a tribe of yuan-ti get eaten, so...
Yeah, what's
Exactly.
wrong with you?
Alright, so what you doing for the rest of the evening, though? So now that you've kind of, like, just let it go.
I mean,
What could we possibly need for the jungle?
probably
That's a
need
good
food.
point. Probably good to stock up on some supplies.
Food is good. Food is a good suggestion.
Food, water.
Rope.
Yeah, water.
I have rope.
I think I have rope. No, I don't. I don't
Spare
have rope.
socks in case ours get wet.
Yes,
because-
clothes. Extra clothes.
Yeah. I ain't getting gangrene.
We should probably get jungle clothes instead of the normal work clothes we have.
Oh. Oh, we could dress like the professor.
Yes, we could be safari people.
You don't know that's not a good example of clothes. You really don't.
Exactly.
He's a professor and he's going, you know, to the same place we are. He knows what we're supposed to wear there, right?
And we can't trust the Chults because they're just these weird things.
Mm-hmm. Well, the troll is in, like,
So-
is in clothes, but they're pretty tattered. And then, you know,
Well,
you've
they're,
got...
they're sailors.
Yeah.
Sailors
Exactly.
are different.
Can't trust sailors
Can't
to go in the jungle.
I mean...
I'll probably just get whatever you guys get. I mean, she's from like tribal lizard folk. She's comfortable in a loincloth, so
Oh, you're Tarzan in this situation.
Yes.
We're gonna get you some vines. That will be great.
So just like animal print things,
Oh.
and then we'll wear the khakis and the round hat, the round hard hat thing.
whatever. she'll probably join in with you guys. though.
So I guess we get food.
Ooh.
Well, I have a bunch of rations. Maybe we don't.
See, I have rations too, but I'm just like, you know.
We get more.
I have 9 of
Also,
them.
might
I have
try and
7.
pick up, like a hammock with a bug net around it.
See, that's the thing though.
Bug
is-
nets are good ideas.
Let's see. Actually, yeah, that kind of stuff. I have a knowledge nature of 4. I probably I might understand that jungles are full of bugs.
I feel like, you know, we probably talk to enough people in the cult that have at least been to a jungle.
But like,
You know?
actually know where those folk lived. I assume maybe. They would have bugs there.
Like swamps and jungles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
You probably know.
No, I know. I'm just like, but are they bothered by them?
Yeah,
Oh.
can lizards even get bitten by bugs the same as everyone else? Like,
Probably certain types.
Yeah. I mean, it probably depends on the lizard and the bug. Definitely can get bitten. I'm not sure about like in this, like maybe not mosquitoes, but definitely things that just bite to bite. Definitely.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna look that up. I'm very curious now.
Well, I mean, I guess maybe Versailles might not need a bug net, but
no, I'm
we do.
sure whoever is in the store is probably gonna try and sell us 3 of them either way.
Yeah.
You want net? I have net.
Is it helpful?
Imagine just using fishing nets.
Yeah, we just... Oh, God.
Very helpful. Very helpful.
Mosquitoes can bite reptiles, but they generally don't and prefer mammals. Interesting.
I have net. Yes, you like? Yeah.
I don't know about this.
I mean, I don't want to get bitten by things, and apparently they have nets to stop that now.
Yeah, you're right. Do we trust this person with it?
Oh, hell no, but I'm not going anywhere else.
Exactly. Well, that's not helping.
I know, but there's only so much shopping I can deal with.
We have canned food. I have outfits you want. Yes. I have fire starters. Ooh, lighters and ones
Who are
that
we
don't
talking
need.
to?
It's I guess
Where did
like
they come from?
it's probably like you went shopping and you're like in like some weird back alley market or something that happens to be near the docks that looks semi-efficient. It's in a building, so that's a positive.
Yeah, it means
I don't know. I feel like they're gonna sell us fish food. I don't know if they're selling us.
They are unmarked cans they're selling you.
I don't know, man. I don't trust this. I've seen so many people with worms.
You want brand name can? Yeah. More expensive. He brings out like a case of the favorite version of Spam.
Oh no.
It's like Sporm.
Oh. Sporm.
Uh-huh.
Oh, delicious. Delicious
You
sport.
can trust Sporm.
Sporm. Tastes like sheep. It's like ham. It's like Spam would be for like ham, except this is for like mutton. So it's Sporm.
Spam stands for spiced ham.
Yeah. What does Sporm stand for? You don't want to know.
Spiced worm.
Spam doesn't even only
Yeah, I
have
was
ham
about
in
to
it.
say
It's
spiced
like,
worm.
It might be made of actual worm meat, but it's supposed to taste like mutton.
I feel like something we can see the name of might be safer than any of these other cans.
Yeah, I'd much rather know what's in.
I also have canned bird. Yeah, everyone loves canned bird. It's like chicken in a can, except it's like
no.
pigeon in a can.
Oh, does it still have all the gloopy shit in it as well?
Probably.
Oh, no.
It's,
no.
It's one of those birds in a can. You just dump out with all this stuff, and it's
No, I think I'm okay with my rations at this point.
It's terror bird meat now.
Have we had canned food yet?
Probably not. Ooh! If you look for something fresher, we have jerky.
Alright, I like jerky.
Turkey?
What kind of jerky is it?
Ooh, pterodactyl.
I'll try some sporm.
Okay, you get some sporm.
I'm gonna take some pterodactyl jerky.
There's like a
Yeah.
there's like a 2-foot long wing that's been jerked.
Amazing.
It's from like one of those like tiny pterodactyls.
I now have to spell pterodactyl.
It's not even tiny at that point anymore. If it's 2 feet long.
It was probably like a 3-foot long wingspan before it jerked and shriveled up a bit. You know.
Get a couple of
These.
them.
Yeah, I'll get some of those
You,
pterodactyls.
you can get some hammocks. You can get some you're like netting. You think mosquito bug netting? They'll have some of that. Probably. That's something that's very easy for them. They probably have that in a lot of places. Like, other jungle supplies? Probably not, but you really don't know what you need. You could probably get, like, a lighter and maybe, like, a fire starter that does not require, like, in case the lighter breaks, like like one of those, like, flint and steel things, like the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
The little clickers.
the old clickers.
Yeah.
You go
We have,
jungle?
I have a tinder box though, so
You go jungle?
I need that.
You have compass? I have compass. Good for jungle. And accurate map.
How accurate?
Oh, no trails, no roads. A deep jungle. Trails and roads in not deep jungle. There's also like
Sounds trustworthy.
there's like a Birdman too. There's an Aarakocra.
I'll take the compass and map.
Yeah,
Sure.
my
Oh,
baby.
thank you. You need guide for jungle? God, yes. I find guide.
I
Oh,
think we're good in that department.
yeah, we don't need
Okay.
that. It's okay.
We already have someone.
I imagine we're the only business this guy has ever had.
Oh no, there's like some other people there, but they look very shady.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
I also, I
Or-
was assuming this guy either sold to shady people or tourists.
Yeah, probably that's the two groups he sells to.
Honestly, I'm just waiting for him to start selling drugs so I can get some too.
He'll scrock some things, like in a language you don't understand, to a couple other his workers, as they're kind of like run around and help people. It looks like this like a store run by Aarakocra. You have food.
Oh,
You have supplies. Yes, for jungle trip. You walk? You need vehicle?
Wait a second. I probably still want rations. I was about to say, I technically don't need it because I have a ring of sustenance, but that probably doesn't fill your stomach.
No. You're probably never hungry, but you still have that like kind of like I kind of feel like eating. You know?
I probably wouldn't wear it on the daily, but I would have brought it for this.
Oh, I know what you need. You need repellent. Yes, repellent.
repellent?
Oh, yes. He'll bring out a can that's like written in a language you don't quite understand. You know, it's like in it's a different kind of writing system even. And he's like, oh, yes, dino repellent. Keep big beasts away.
I thought he was gonna sell us bug repellent.
They go, smell bad. Keep away. Unless you smell very tasty. I not guaranteed if you smell very tasty.
But then wouldn't we not be able to talk to some of the people?
What's the success rate of this dino repellent? I can't read this.
Very successful. Keep away big, small predators.
I feel like we've probably got our own repellent.
Okay.
You're probably looking at yourself.
Oh,
No,
I was
no
thinking
lie.
of the Naga.
Oh, that's true. That's probably better.
Yeah, we're probably fine.
I don't know. I'd probably just stab something. I wouldn't care.
That too.
Alright, have fun time in jungle. Don't die.
Well, we'll try not to.
No promise.
Alright, are you doing anything else now that you've gone shopping?
What else do jungle adventurers need?
Good question. You have no idea.
Yeah, no clue. I've now got my stupid hat on.
Yes.
You know what? It's pretty much the end of the day. Burn my, the power, Channel Divinity. There we go. That's what it's called.
There you go.
Yeah. So I can have, for 10 minutes, have proficiency in a chosen tool or skill, and I will have proficiency in the phone. I don't know. So I can Google search some of these things. Just be like, what do we need for jungle? I just find it funny, because, like, the whole idea is, like, I am channeling knowledge of the ancients to learn how to use this stuff.
It's different ancients nowadays. They're like, hey,
Yeah.
look, you know, you're older than us, man.
Yeah. Well, it's also more like, the ancients are newer than us. It's like...
When traveling in a jungle. God, I gotta Google that myself now. Backpack, sturdy shoes, hiking shoes, probably. Jungle packing tips. This is very silly. So people have it, but whatever.
Oh, of course they do. There are people
Clothing.
who want to go Amazoning.
Yep, cheap poncho, probably sweater, clothes, soap, sunblock, insect repellent, itch cream, flashlight, sunglasses, Swift Army knife, some plastic bags, water bottle, a padlock, travel alarm. I mean, first aid kit. I mean, they don't really, like, have major expedition stuff in that list, I'm just gonna say. They have,
That's a
like...
good point. I just realized, you know, I probably know this list because I went to, like, South America recently on a couple weeks ago on a cruise. So, yeah, mostly just, I think the biggest thing is the rain and, you know, bugs. That's really the big problems. So, yeah, probably you guys want a poncho. I'm a swamp creature. I don't care about the wet.
Yep.
It's a good point.
Alright, so yeah. You'll prepare your stuff, properly.
Oh, I forgot I've got my tan bag of tricks. We might have a ride after all.
Oh yeah, we got multiple horses, didn't we?
You can get horses. You have to draw randomly, so it's the luck of the
All right.
horses.
But there are horse patches, aren't there?
On the cloak there is, yeah.
Yeah.
In the tan bag of tricks, I could get a jackal, ape, baboon, axebeak, black bear, giant weasel, giant hyena, or
Got a
tiger.
bear.
And that one's random.
You get a freaking bear.
Bear!
Then I can
Anyway.
be a bear, and then we can hang out.
Yes. Regardless, I'm assuming that you're gonna go probably back to the Angel to relax for the evening, or the rest of the day, so to say.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
the only thing you guys would probably want that's not is probably just bug repellent and a poncho.
Yeah.
Everything else we pretty much have already.
We have our explorer outfits. We have pterodactyl jerky and swarm.
I join you guys in the explorer outfits.
You are entertainingly silly in it. Just saying.
Yes.
All of you are, really, technically, but, you know.
For difficult terrain, is that like a dex roll?
Depends on what you're trying to do on difficult terrain. If you're just walking around on difficult terrain, not bad. If you're trying to do something on it, there might be a problem.
So I'm just thinking, if my dex is higher than either of you, I could give you the Ring of Free Action I found. Which, when you wear it difficult terrain, doesn't cost you extra movement.
I'm probably fine because I feel like I'm probably fine. Mostly because if there is difficult terrain, it might be water, which I actually have a swim speed, so it'd probably be fine.
Yeah.
Actually, well, there's also jungle difficult terrain. I'll
That's
be
what I
fine.
was thinking.
The only one who doesn't need is the druid, because I think they get something like that automatically, don't they? Or am I thinking of rangers?
What is it?
Just movement through difficult terrain.
Oh, probably rangers. I don't think I have just an automatic on that one.
Yeah, I don't recall that.
I think I'd just be good with the plants, if anything. Like, after falling over them. I have this herbalism kit that I completely forget about, so I don't really know what that does. But that's about it.
Okay, I'm gonna assume, though, you will take what your stuff, you'll head back to the yacht, you'll rest for the evening, and then the next morning you'll head to the Churtlesmerg.
Yep.
It doesn't take long to find it. It's within docks. It's actually a pretty decent-sized boat to head up the river. It appears to be a fairly flat-bottomed boat. Probably doesn't have a lot below deck. Maybe just a little bit of storage space, mostly anything. It's got kind of like a large cabin in the center of it, so it's that kind of ship that has like the center cabin, which has got like it's got like 2 floors. It's got a main open floor where it's kind of got a little back area where it looks like fishing stuff could be set up. It does have some things back there. It also has like a couple of hammocks in the back. It looks like it has a particularly large kind of hammock covered in furs that might be a certain troll's bedding out back. There's also like the second deck seems to just be kind of like a kind of like almost like a little sitting deck that's kind of open that appears to be has like a little like a grill and things, And then it's got like the steering cabin actually up on the second floor, with probably like a storage machine shop right below it, kind of leading downwards. And then it's got some like rooms and stuff. There appears to be a number of very tiny rooms as you kind of come aboard, with a kind of main room in the middle where some people could relax. So like eating's like up in the open air. There's like a small relaxation room. When you get there, you'll see that Scrog will kind of greet you. Be like, "Oh, you're here. Excellent. You can come aboard. The tiny ones are all here already." As there seems to be half a dozen gnomes running around with various bits of equipment, putting it in places. Excellent! Oh, we're ready for an expedition. Oh, fellow travelers, greetings! Oh, don't worry, there's some cabins over here for you. Oh my! Is that what you're transporting with us? Oh, is that like a lost, property of the yuan-tis of the jungle? Is that what you're returning to them?
That's nothing to concern yourself with. However, this might as well introduce you, Felongar. This is Zalhi.
Oh, all right.
Zalhi, this is Felongar. Someone who will be traveling with us.
Again, like, you'll say some things, and, like, you'll understand it. And Felongar will kind of scratch his chin. Interesting. I don't speak a dialect of, I think was it Draconic we were talking?
No, Infernal.
Infernal.
Yeah,
I
Infernal.
don't speak a dialect of whatever he's chatting. Interesting. At least you can communicate with it. That seems like a very strange pet, though, to have. Welcome aboard, skeletal snake monster. I mean, Zali. It's quite large. There seems to be some talk among the gnomes that seem a little nervous at this. Scrog will kind of look at it and kind of go, "Can I wrestle it?"
I would probably not do that.
He's just gonna kind of grunt for a minute and then kind of like go back to his work of setting up. So as I said, like, it's a medium-sized like river boat, I would say. It's got that kind of like more flat bottom with like engine and probably some storage for the crew and stuff on the lower decks, with like a probably like hatches to lower decks in the front and back of the ship. Towards the back, it's kind of got that open area where Scrog seems to have set up his room, along with some like fishing gear that's kind of lying around. The thing is relatively grimy, you know, dirty. It's well-worn, like, traveling, fishing river vessel. The gnomes have seemingly taken over the common room area, I would say, of the middle deck area, and taken up a number of the small, and they've squeezed themselves into a few of the rooms. They have left 3 small rooms that you can have. They already have, like, hammocks in them. They're pretty much just little hammock areas with some areas maybe to store some gear, but not a lot of space. You're guessing that if this ship had had more crew, it's technically small crew quarters that were set up, but these 2 seem to be managing. The doors to that area are definitely not sized for Scrog or the captain. I'm going to try to pronounce his name, Fazrum. But the doors into the common area where the gnomes are set up and the areas up top are definitely adapted that a large creature can handle them.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's like got like medium-sized creature bedding areas, and, you know, you're not sure where the jewel sleeps or if he does.
I don't know why, but I'm picturing like Because this is like almost like a large boat for like, and then they've got the gnomes who are small. I'm just imagining like they carry around step stools that they have to use to like get up, turn the doorknob. Anyway, sorry, that was just another picture in my head and I wanted to share.
That's great.
So, I guess you'll pack your stuff in. The Bone Naga is just gonna, like, position himself towards the front of the boat. There isn't, like, a huge amount of room there, but he can kind of, like, get a view of the river and stuff and what's going on. And the gnomes will finish packing up. They seem to have all kinds of gear. Some of them actually, it seemed like, one of them seems to have, like, some kind of, you probably, at this point in time, definitely recognize that as some kind of, like, video camera. As the professor will then, like, you know, it looks like they're actually shooting something. Maybe, like, you're guessing because you've probably seen some, like, nature documentaries over the months. Maybe they're shooting a nature documentary, actually.
Interesting.
But they'll put some, like, initial tests of their nature documentary, like...
Yes, the new nature documentary, Planet Toro.
Mm-hmm. We're going to be going upriver in exploration for a very rare and amazing flower. The moon rose. The moon rose, which is a rare species of jungle rose, which is said to have amazing medicinal properties. We're going to be trying to discover some places of it. Rumors have it that to the deep within the jungle, near the ruins of Tezatil, is a spot where it grows in great numbers. If we can discover this upon our expedition, and along the way see some of the amazing sights and sounds of the Chultian jungles, it will be a successful expedition. We can bring this back. We can help put medical science forward. Plan is to bring it back samples of the rose, which hasn't been seen for 50 years.
Hmm.
And then they'll like, you know, get back to work, and it seems like they'll have like would-be editing equipment set up, along with, like, you know, like various expedition equipment, all kind of set up. As things are kind of calming down, Scrog will kind of come this way. He'll kind of point towards, like, the, like, open air top floor area, kind of next to the, steering cabin, where, currently, Phasm is in right there and seemingly setting up some stuff. You know, he's got, like, tentacles, like, messing around with all kinds of buttons and things. He's multitasking. You know, when you have, like, a face full of tentacles, you can do a lot. But anyway, he's going to bring you up to, like, this this kind of, like, ruddy map of what looks to be the region. He's like, are you sure you want to be dropped off, around here? It is hard travel through the Valley of Umbrus to, Tezdil. There is another route. We could take you deeper. He will kind of show you that there is a smaller river that goes east from Lake Luau, crosses for a small area of Valley of Embers, into jungle again, and then reaches south down towards the Peak of Flames. It will be 1 extra day on travel by the boat, but it should be easier travel for you rather than going through the jungle. He'll kind of point out, here is the area around where Tezdil is. It is not on maps. You will be about 2 days' journey from it, where we could leave you off. The captain said we could stay around in that area. There is a small lake near there where we could do some fishing. Our ship should fit in these areas. We could get you closer if we were a smaller vessel. It would be at least weeks' journey cross-country through the Valley of Embers, climbing down some cliffs and up cliffs, and then crossing through jungle. It will be about 6 days along this winding river path. Then 2 days journey through the jungle. Less time in jungle, but it is up to you. I do not know your time. Oh, we'll take the ship up into there. It'll be interesting to have a cruise. Oh, they'll just realize that Felingar has showed up, again.
Yeah.
He just shows up, okay.
Yeah. I'll be like, I think the shorter travel time would be preferable.
It is good. As long as weather is with us, we should be fine. But that can be said same for crossing valley and jungle, too. We depart. We will stop by the settlements, the small settlement by the old ruins of Nangalore. We have business there. It should be about a... Let me see how far this map is here. The next 10 miles. It's about a day's journey down from Mezro to there, to begin with. Easy goings on the river. We should be arriving sometime tomorrow, probably towards the evening, in Nangalore. From there is about a day's journey into Lake Luau. These are easygoing rivers. The only thing about the estimation of the time through winding paths is we cannot go full speed. Smaller rivers, yes. That is why it will take us longer. But, again, overland takes about the same distance.
Very well. Let's take the boat.
Great. Okay. Yeah, it's not a huge amount of... It's maybe like 50 miles from Lake Luau over the jungle to where you're going. But 50 miles through dense jungle, cliffs,
Well, yeah, no, it's pretty obvious that this is the faster route, so...
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay.
And even if time isn't of the essence, it's probably also safer to not travel through jungle.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we'll leave it off as your ship finally gets ready to depart. They're planning on taking basically a fishing trip to a small lake within the jungle, with hopes of catching probably some like big prey, rare prey, kind of things like that. For all you know, maybe doing some poaching, but that's besides the point. And then they'll, wait for you for a number of days and then head back. But we'll take our first break here as the Jurglesmurg, or sorry, I'm sorry, I have to say it like Grog would say, Jurglesmurg is ready to depart. Everybody loves the Jurglesmurg. So, bathroom break, snack break, drink break, anything like that, go ahead and do it. Come back in a little bit, and we'll continue the adventures as we continue to get deeper into the jungles of Chult and finally depart Mezro. Exciting adventures, folks.
I'm gonna get eaten by a jungle beast.
This is like...
Hell yeah.
I mean, this is a jungle of, like, dinosaurs and T-Rex, and dinosaurs and, like, prehistoric monsters. Yeah, I mean, it's not pleasant jungle.
Mishka can make friends with a tiny, cute dinosaur and we can bring it back.
Yes! Absolutely.
We didn't get the cats, we could get a dinosaur.
Exactly. We have a little mini dinosaur friend.
Anyway, we'll take our break and we'll worry about that when we come back. See you in a second, folks.